In the vast, silent swamps of Louisiana, a child vanished, swallowed by nature or something far more sinister. For 8 months, hope dwindled. Then, a miracle. A boy was found, but for the Dunbar family, this miracle would become a century-long nightmare. Because the child who returned was not Bobby. It was August 23, 1912. Percy and Lessie Dunbar, with their 4-year-old son, Bobby, and younger child, set out for a fishing trip to Swayze Lake. A simple family outing. Bobby, an energetic boy, was playing near the water, just out of his parents' direct sight. In a blink, he was gone. Panic seized them. They searched frantically. Hours turned into days. The entire community joined the hunt, dragging the lake, combing the dense cypress forests. But there was no trace, no body, just the haunting silence of the swamp. The story of missing Bobby Dunbar gripped the nation. A reward was posted. 8 months later, in April 1913, a glimmer of hope emerged. In Mississippi, police found a man named William Cantwell Walters traveling with a young boy who strikingly resembled Bobby. Walters claimed the boy was Charles Bruce Anderson, the son of a woman who worked for his family. But the Dunbars were convinced this was their Bobby. Lessie Dunbar arrived to identify the child. It wasn't simple. She initially hesitated, noting differences. His eyes, his feet. But the pressure, the desperate longing was immense. After bathing him, she declared, "I believe it is Bobby." Percy agreed. The child was brought home to Louisiana. A joyous reunion, or so it seemed. But the story wasn't over. Just days later, a woman named Julia Anderson arrived from North Carolina. She claimed the boy was her son, Bruce. She explained she had entrusted Bruce to Walters, a family acquaintance, while she sought work. Julia could describe distinct scars on Bruce's body. The boy also seemed to recognize her. The case went to court.
À public spectacle.
Julia described Bruce's birthmark and a scar on his big toe. Lessie Dunbar, however, insisted the boy was Bobby, describing a scar near his left ear. But the boy himself, confused and caught between two families, was an unreliable witness. The jury, swayed by community sympathy for the Dunbars, ruled in their favor. The boy stayed with the Dunbars. Walters was convicted of kidnapping. Julia Anderson, heartbroken, returned to North Carolina. The boy grew up as Bobby Dunbar. He lived a full life, married, and had children of his own. The traumatic events of his childhood were rarely discussed. The mystery faded into family legend, a dark shadow in their history. But deep down, questions lingered in the minds of some family members. Was this truly their Bobby? Or had a grieving family, desperate for closure, unknowingly raised another woman's son? Decades passed. In 2004, Margaret Dunbar Cutright, Bobby Dunbar's granddaughter, became obsessed with finding the truth. She persuaded her uncle, Bobby Dunbar Jr., to undergo DNA testing. The results were shocking. The DNA conclusively proved that Bobby Dunbar Jr. was not related to the Dunbar family line. The boy found in 1913, the boy who lived and died as Bobby Dunbar, was indeed Bruce Anderson. The real Bobby Dunbar likely drowned in Swayze Lake that fateful day in 1912. The Dunbar family, in their unbearable grief, unknowingly took in another child, raising him as their own. and Julia Anderson, the true mother, lived out her life, knowing her son had been taken from her. Her claims dismissed by an unforgiving public. The story of Bobby Dunbar is a chilling reminder of how desperate hope can twist truth, leaving an enduring mystery that echoed for almost a century. What are your thoughts on this incredible case? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this historical mystery, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more untold stories from the past.